Hello guys, I'm Tristan Lambert, and today I'm going to be telling a scary story called Buddy Bud Bud. Buddy Bud Bud is a scary Indian being that is rumoured to have existed for 150 years. Buddy Bud Bud is feared across the globe. That is because if you smack or harm an Indian person, Buddy Bud Bud will come to you and kill you by smacking you to death with his big hands. Buddy Bud Bud is described as an overweight Indian being with a weird long brown beard and moustache. Buddy Bud Bud has sworn an oath to protect all Indian people from being smacked or harmed. And what makes Buddy Bud Bud scary is if you see him, it is already too late. You will be his next victim. There is no calling card from Indians either. Buddy Bud Bud just knows when they're getting smacked or harmed, and will come after you to smack you, preferably in the anus with his big, fat Indian hands. Buddy Bud Bud will continue to smack you until you die, and it is a long, slow, painful death, where all you will see is his big, fat Indian hands and his big, fat Indian face with his weird brown beard and moustache, and he may even squish you with his big, fat, overweight Indian body. Buddy Bud Bud is considered the world's best smacker, and that is why he is feared across the globe, because his smack is considered so powerful that you just simply die. Despite Buddy Bud Bud being such a scary overweight Indian being, there are people who have claimed to have survived Buddy Bud Bud before, and here are some of their stories. The first story comes from a 29-year-old man in 2015. He was in India one day when, in the distance, he claimed he saw some kind of overweight Indian being, and when he saw this overweight Indian being, he was so frightened that he ran from that place and never returned to India again. The second story comes from a 28-year-old woman in 2016. She was in Pakistan one day when, in the distance, she claimed she saw some kind of overweight Indian being with a weird beard and moustache. And when she saw this overweight Indian being, she was so scared that she ran from that place and never returned to Pakistan again. These people were really lucky that they didn't become his next victim. Overall, Buddy Bud Bud is a relatively easy being to avoid. All you need to do is to not smack or harm any Indian person. Otherwise, he will come to you and smack you until you die, and you will be his next victim. So, that was Buddy Bud Bud. So if you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a like, remember to subscribe, and goodbye, and I will see you in the next video.